Hey guys, welcome back to this video. So in this video, I'm going to be showing a demonstration on how to use Cowork to be able to create multiple tasks simply by prompting Cowork, right? So again, we said earlier that Cowork has access to all your Office apps, your Outlook, your email, your Outlook, your Word, your Excel, and your PowerPoint. So in this example, I'm going to show you this. I have this PDF file, which is right here. It's a home insurance document, and it's basically a PDF file, and it's about 18 pages, right? So what I want to do, you can see this page right here, it has multiple columns, right? And this is not very useful for me to go through it and read it. So I want to be able to extract this and put it into a Word document, right? And then maybe copy some of it into an Excel and then send it via email to my coworkers, right? So typically, if I'm going to do this workflow, I have to go open this document, I have to go and select each page, each column, copy it separately, put it into a Word file, and then maybe I have to be able to format it in the right way, put it in specific columns or maybe a table format, and then copy maybe certain numbers of it into a new Excel file and then email it. And that's going to take me maybe 1 hour, right? 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 1 hour. So how can Copilot here help me do these tasks for me directly in Cowork, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give the tasks to Cowork, and it will be able to do it for me directly on the Copilot interface. So I'm going to go right here. This is my Cowork tab. So here, I'm going to start giving the tasks to Cowork. Please copy the content on, let's say, what's it called? Section 4 covers. Section 4 covers from the document. I'm going to hit slash, and I'm going to put home insurance. And this is it, homeinsurance.gov. So only that section. Here, I'm going to say, then create a new Word file and paste the section 4 covers into the Word file. Okay, and then I'll hit sub. And then now I'm going to say copy the, let's say not a, let's say something specific. Part B content, remove. Copy the section called, which is called what? Part B. So I want to be able to copy only this specific Part B content temporarily removed. Part B contents temporarily removed into a new and paste it into a new Excel file. Okay, that's it. So I have these two tasks. Then open my Outlook, and create a new email, and create a new email to for example, Arun, and attach both the new Word file and Excel file created. So here I just remembered I want to be able to name the files, right? So name the Word file, let's say insurance docx. Here I'm going to say name the Excel file, let's say part B .xls part B .xlx. Okay, so now these are my tasks. I want to be able to copy the content of this file, copy part of it of the section 4 into a Word file, copy the other part of the section 4 into an Excel file, create an email, send it to my colleague, Arun, and attach both files in the email. Okay, let's see what's going to happen now. So now it's going to start doing all these tasks directly on the cowork by analyzing and reasoning with the tasks outlined. And then it's going to go and start looking at all the steps for each task. And then it's going to start analyzing what access level it has to take for each application. In this case, Word. First of all, the PDF file. See, now it's reading. It's going to start reading and analyzing from the PDF file, reading a PDF file to extract the content. So it has to go and copy the content. Now, this is why this is important, because you can let it do this task. You can go and do something else. You can go and review other emails. You can go maybe have some coffee, let it run the whole thing, and then when you come back and you just verify what it did, and then to make sure everything's fine, and then you can just submit the email and send. Okay, so now it's doing this as we are going. I can see section 4 starts on page 5 of the PDF. Let me read the remaining pages to capture all of section 4 covers. So now it's doing the analysis and thinking and the reasoning. Again, so cowork is like a knowledgeable person working with you, a coworker working with you to create these activities and tasks as you give it instructions. Okay, so that's how it's going to be. And then I'm going to pause it right here. It might take a few minutes. Keep in mind, the longer the prompt that you give, the longer the task, the longer it will take to execute. So keep this always in mind. Okay, the longer the task you give it, the longer it will take to execute. Okay. See here now, it reached the point where it says I now have all the content from section 4 covers 8 to 19. Let me update the task and start creating both files simultaneously. And now it's going to start creating the files, the Word document and the Excel document, for me based on the steps which I outlined. So now it's just making progress here. Okay, I'm going to pause it right here, and then I'll continue on once it gets to the next task or the next activity. Okay, so now it actually finished doing the Word document, building the document. Word document is created successfully. Let me verify the Q&A pages and create the Excel file at the same time. So now it's going to start creating the Excel file as well, and then we can verify it and see what happens, because it would give us an access to be able to see the file directly on the screen here. Okay, so now it tells me both files are ready. Let me quickly check Q&A pages of the Word document, then move to the email, and then it's going to start moving to the email message or the email message task, which I asked it to create, right, and attach the documents directly. Now here it reached the point where it says, look, the numbering is now correct. It looks like there was an error in the numbering formatting of the document. It fixed that error. Now it says both files confirmed. Now sending the email. Sending the email to Arun about section 4 covers GIG home, right? So now it's opening the Outlook and sending the email. Now it's working out through the logic and creating and probably looking at the reasoning, attaching the files for it to be able to do it. And here you can see the output on the right side here, the workspace. You can see the task or the steps it was executing one by one. Read the PDF, creating the Word documents, creating the Excel file with part B content, sending the email to Arun, and then here the output, the 2 files, right? And here now it gives me the output as an option. Though I don't really see the attachments here, but let me just see. Let's go ahead and send the email. This is for me sort of a confirmation, right? A confirmation for me to be able to, here it is. These are the 2 attachments, the insurance and the Part B doc, and the Part B XLS file and the insurance document on the bottom here. Now I confirm everything is right, and it also added the email message automatically, which I can actually edit if I want to. And then I can just submit the task. Now I hit submit. You have the drop down here optioned. If you want to look at the options, you can, and then just hit. I'm gonna hit submit, and now it's sending the email directly from my Outlook account. So notice how it did all the specific tasks which I asked it to. Now I'm gonna go back once it finished sending the email. I'm gonna go back and double check the email that was sent, and I will open the files just to make sure what it did. Okay, just to confirm. We want to be able to verify these things. Okay, so now it's sending the email as part of Cowork. So this is why we think we have to change our shift about our perspective about Cowork. It automatically does this tasks for you as you give it instructions in the prompt. But you have to make sure you divide up the prompts in specific tasks, one by one for each task, to make it easy and faster for the cowork to be able to complete the task automatically. Okay, so these are the documents which I have. Okay, and here's a summary of what it did. Okay, so let me just go ahead and open it. Now I can open the document and see what it looks like, what it did. It's going to load in the document. Now here it's loading the document directly in the Cowork desktop app or the Copilot desktop app. I can actually go back to the email and check, but here, look what it did right here. Okay. It gives me this the sections, part B, content temporarily removed. This is the Excel file which I asked it to. And here are the details of that specific part, the section, content, and policy, and then you have the details. So let me actually go back to the email to see what it did. I'm going to go to the email right here. I'm going to go to my mail. I'm going to go to my sent items, and I should be able to see it here. Bingo. That's the sent email. It just sent. Now I'm going to go and open it, and here's the two documents, right? Here's the insurance document which I gave it with the Word file. I'm just going to open it right now, and right here, Chapter 1, Contents. Now, there is something interesting here. Okay, that's the content which it removed. I have to make sure what it did. Part A, Contents in your home. Yep. Which is section 4. So let me check the document. It's section 4 covers, chapter 1 contents, right? So this page 18, sorry, page 5 of the document of the PDF file of the original quote. So that's 4 covers, chapter 1 content. I'm just going to confirm. 4 covers, chapter 1 contents, part A, contents in your home. It all added all the details accordingly into one document, into the actual, it just copies everything directly in the Word document. Notice that? Okay, so that sums it up. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, just hit the like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.